What's up, guys? We're back. So today I want to talk about my top three favorite type B avocados. So this question came through my channel. The tree father actually reached out to me and sent me a little note saying, hey, just curious what your favorite type A and type B, and it looks like he wants to put in a type B. So I'm going to start out with talking about my favorite three or top three type B avocado. All right, guys, so the fruit drop is real, and I'm still getting fruit drop right now because it's been hot. It's been in the mid 90s, high 90s for multiple days straight, and I expect 90 plus, maybe even in the hundreds, all the way until probably Monday. Today is July 22nd, Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying a good IPA. I definitely am. So, but hey, before we talk about that, let's talk about my top three favorite type B. And so, really, the caveat in there is he wants to know for growth habit, production, and taste, out of all of those characteristics, what would you say is your top three? So I'm going to start off with saying that, you know, everybody has different tastes. So something that tastes really good to me may not be that good to you. Something that might be excellent to me may not be excellent for you. And that's okay. So we're all different. But typically, something that's excellent that people have rated as excellent is probably excellent and good for the majority of everybody that's out there. So we'll keep that in mind as we talk through these items, right? So I have in total in my yard about 10 different type B avocados, and I got a couple that are unknown right now. I don't have a classification for them if it's a type A or type B, so I'm kind of leaving them as is for now. But the ones that I know for sure are type B, I have about 10 of them. So out of the 10, I had to kind of narrow it down to just the top three, which is actually kind of difficult. So we're going to try to do that, and I'll start off with number three and kind of go all the way up to number one. So my number three, top three type B avocado is the Edrenal. So the Edrenal is a type B and originated in Vista, and this variety is actually a really good, excellent tasting avocado. So, so here it is. Here's my Edrenal number three, and it's actually growing really nicely. If you can see, I got new growth here at the top, and this is an Edrenal that I got from Brokaw, and it's on a Dusa rootstock, so I know that this thing is actually going to do well for me in the long run, right? And if you're lucky enough to get an Edrenal and then on top of that get an Edrenal from Brokaw, that's going to be even better. As you know, the flavor is supposed to be excellent and it's supposed to be a good producer, so this is why I have this as my number three. All right, number two. If you don't know what this is, if you've been following my channel, you might know what this is. But number two, Nabal. So why did I pick the Nabal as my number two? Nabal is supposed to be excellent in flavor. It is one of those varieties where, you know, I've heard that if farmers have it, they grow it, they don't actually sell it, they actually keep it and eat it themselves instead of actually taking it to the market and trying to sell it. So as you know, I got a Nabal from Brokaw. See the tag down there? It's growing nicely. This is what it looks like right now. And considering what it looks like right now, this thing is going to take off. And I expect to have fruit in the near future here. So the fruit's supposed to be huge. It's supposed to be really, really big, really thick skinned, similar to Reed, right? But flavor wise, I've heard that this is better. So this is why I have Nabal as my number 2, just because of the flavor of the fruit itself. Now the tree is supposed to be pretty big, so you got to be mindful of that. But I always say that, guess what? You can keep the tree smaller if you just prune it and top it and take care of it. So there's ways of managing that portion of it. Now, some of the challenges I think that you're going to have, kind of like similar to me with Nabal, is that it may take a while for it to start fruiting, and then the fruit takes a while to ripen, right? So it's going to take a good amount of time for it to kind of sit on the tree, at least 15 months on the tree before you can start harvesting it and enjoying it. But if you're lucky enough like me to get Nabal from Brokaw, and considering that the branch already looks kind of big and thick, I think that we're probably going to get fruit relatively quickly here, because I've heard of people having a tree like this and it takes them 5 years before it starts to fruit. So I'm hoping and I'm optimistic that I can potentially get some fruit quickly, and if so, and we can enjoy some, oh, that's going to be great. So I'll definitely share that with you guys. So my Nabal is number 2 as of right now. All right, sneak peek at number 1, my top type B avocado. And if you guys have been following my channel and you guys know what this is the Kona Charwell. And Kona Charwell is doing excellent right now. I got my Brokaw Kona Charwell on Duke 7 in the ground. I took out my other Kona and it's pushing out lots of new growth. You can see that here. And I'm super optimistic that this guy's going to do well, considering how I planted it, considering how this is from Brokaw and it's on clonal rootstock. And let me tell you why I picked this as my number 1 type B. The flavor is excellent. This is a really good tasting fruit. So I've had this in the past. I've gotten a fruit from a friend and I was like, wow, this is good. We got to grow one of these. And as you know, I've had some challenges growing the Kona, and I'm going to call this Kona 3.0 because I've gone through 1.0 and 2.0. We took 2.0 out and replaced it with this one, which is 3.0, and this one's going to do great, I think. Things that you can use to kind of help identify for sure if it's a Kona is if you look at the stem, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got these red specks on there. That doesn't guarantee that you have a Kona, but it does guarantee that you don't have a Kona. So if you don't have that on the new growth, so like if I get in there so you can actually see those specks, if you don't have that, for sure you don't have a Kona. So at least you can know that for sure. But it also is supposed to have burgundy red tips on the new leaves, which I don't have right now, and the reason why is because I got the shade cloth over it, and I noticed that if I take the shade cloth off, the new growth comes out red burgundy. So and then I got this from Brokaw, so I'm pretty sure it's a Kona Charwell. So that's been something that has happened to people, and me including in that group, is that you get an avocado, you think it is a variety that it is, and then turns out it's not. So as you know, I got a reed avocado, and it turns out it's probably not going to be a reed. And the tree father probably is in the same situation that I'm in. He actually got a reed and he has some fruit, and the fruit does not look like a reed, so he's probably in the same situation I'm in. But the fact that he's got fruit, that's a good thing, and I got fruit, that's a good thing too. So can't complain too much, but it's a little disappointing when you don't get exactly what you want, right? So, but this is my top type B avocado, and you know what? I left out a lot of other avocados, and maybe I should probably try to do a number 4, 5, and 6, maybe the next 3, so you can see where my mind's at.